You cannot leave Rwanda, and you can't express why you left Rwanda. How dare you leave Rwanda and talk about it on YouTube? No! Alright everyone, welcome back to Anton's class. On today's brief episode, I'm just going to be addressing the last video that I made. Not the last video, it's one of the previous videos that I made, which was about why I left Rwanda. You can go ahead and click up there. Alright, I wanted to come to you guys because it seems to me that there is an issue in the diaspora community whenever someone discusses any issues that they had while living in a country in Africa, all right, and why they left or why they decided to relocate. All right, so with my video about why I left Rwanda, I've run into some backlash from Afro-Americans who are living there and a few Rwandese people as well who are not happy that I left apparently and would rather I did not express my grievances, okay? And I did it in a very respectful way, okay? Of course, if you haven't seen that video, you should go and watch it. I'm not going to go into details why I left, of course, because that's what that video was there, but I just wanted to talk to you guys, my fellow diasporans and my Anton's class community. If someone expresses their personal experience, that is their personal experience, all right? Everything is not always going to be rainbows and butterflies and sunshine. That's not how life works. So if I've expressed my experiences and it's not 100% positive, doesn't mean that I hate Rwanda. It doesn't mean that I think Rwanda is a terrible place to live. I went there and I had an experience or a set of experiences which led me to decide, hey, let me go check out some other places. That's all. When you go house hunting, you don't choose the first house that you look at normally. You go and explore houses and you compare pros and cons. Well, that's the same with me when I decided to visit an African country and I decided to repatriate to Africa. I explored my options. The first was Rwanda. I decided I didn't want that house, so I left to Namibia, which is where I am now. All right, so, but I've noticed here on the YouTube community that diasporan community here on YouTube really takes issue when people express anything that is remotely negative. All right, even if it's done respectfully, it's almost as if you cannot say or express anything remotely negative about a country in Africa, or the community here on YouTube is going to attack you. Insult your intelligence. You guys can go check that video and look at the comments. Attempting to insult my intelligence. Well, you must not be smart then if you left Rwanda. Really? Well, you shouldn't express your opinions that way. Seriously? Again, it's my experience. Everyone is entitled to have their own experience, and your experience is valid. I won't be silenced by someone because they didn't appreciate that I left Rwanda, all right, but that I didn't have the perfect experience there. Life is not black and white, and life is not always rainbows and sunshine. We all know that. So my channel is about being authentic. It's about sharing my personal experiences to better prepare you should you decide to relocate to Africa. If you watch my videos, you will say, okay, these are the pros and the cons. I'm not just going to give you pros. There are some channels who only want to give you pros, and I'm not here to do that. All right, I'm not trying to hoodwink anyone. I want the Anton's class community to be prepared for come what may. And of course, this is my experience, as I always say in my videos. This is my experience. However, it can potentially help you. Because you may go and have a similar experience, or you may go and have a totally different experience, okay? But I want to let you know I did do my research. before going into Rwanda. And it wasn't just me, there were two of us who met there, who went there together. One was from Nigeria, my friend, and then myself. We are two independent individuals, and we both did independent research. One is African and had his entire life in Africa, and mine was abroad in America. So these are two different individuals with different backgrounds, different perspectives, who went to Rwanda and both decided to leave Rwanda. Okay, this was not an independent experience. This was two separate people, because some people's argument was, well, you're not African and African Americans are weak and they don't know what they're talking about and they complain too much and you think you know it all. No, it wasn't just me. There was a Nigerian brother who went as well. Okay, so criticism is good. It's what helps us grow as a people. It's what helps us grow as a community. Especially constructive criticism, and what I gave was my experience. I said in the video, Rwanda's a great country, a fantastic place. I think you should visit. All those things are true, and those are my opinions still. Someone might think Rwanda's a horrible place to live and to visit even. No country is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Rwanda has room for improvement. Namibia has room for improvement. America has room for improvement. I left America. America's not a perfect country. But we need to get to a space where we allow criticism, especially constructive criticism. I'm not some Westerner who looks down on Africa. I'm living in Africa. I went to Rwanda to live there, okay, and to promote the country. I may end up back there someday. All right? But we need to arrive at a space where we are able to accept constructive criticism. I didn't make the video to trash Rwanda or to trash the country or to trash the people. Rwanda is a beautiful country. The people there are beautiful. The people there are very intelligent. The people there are wholesome. The people there are unified. The people there are growing. They're learning. Rwanda is becoming a powerhouse in the African continent and in the world. I fully support people who want to visit there and move there. Like I said, and I'll say it again, I may end up back there someday. Okay? But I decided to leave. My business partner friend and I both decided to leave to search for a different experience. Sorry, my little bird friends are outside. I have the door open because it's beautiful. I feed those birds. Anyways, Namibia right now is the place for me. Have you found the place for you? Anton's class is about us learning together, us growing together, us journeying together, and getting well together. And right now, Namibia is assisting me in the process of facilitating my wellness journey and my wellness practice. Rwanda is a fantastic place. But if people decide to leave there, and guess what? I'm not alone. There are people, a lot of people have addressed this, that Rwanda, a lot of people will stop there and then move on. They'll come there and then they'll move on to another African country. So I'm not alone in that experience. Some people decide to go there and stay, and that's wonderful. All right. So my videos are about authenticity. They're about expressing my journey and my experience and assisting other brothers and sisters in the diaspora see what they could potentially run into when they decide to come to Africa. Right? No amount of videos is going to prepare you 100% though. You still need to go and fly and touch down there on your own at some point. All right. That's my advice. Okay. And again, I'm going to share the link to this sister. She made a video about why she left Tanzania. And she mentioned that she noticed that whenever someone expresses anything negative about a country, that the diaspora community comes for you in the comments. So she disabled comments on that video. I almost did the same on my why I left Rwanda video, but I decided to leave them up because it helps the algorithm. The comments help my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it up. But yeah, you guys, I just wanted to come to you today because I'm a very, very positive. I really enjoy this community. I really enjoy coming on YouTube and sharing my experiences with you guys. And I can accept criticism if it's constructive criticism. But attempting to silence someone because they've shared their experience of why they left a country is ridiculous. Don't try to silence people. All right. Again, criticism is what helps us grow. It's what helps us learn. And insulting someone's intelligence is not an opinion. That's being intentionally disrespectful. And the Anton's class community does not tolerate disrespect. So if you get in the comments and you're disrespectful, deletion. You'll be deleted. Period. Okay? Because this community is about wellness. It's not about disrespect. And some of y'all grown folks are acting like children in these comments. It's inappropriate behavior, beloved. So I welcome you to Anton's class. This is a space about authenticity. This is a space about journeying together and getting well together. All right? You can share your experiences. You can share your opinions. Keep it respectful. Okay? Because we are about learning and growing. So if I share my criticism, you can share yours, but keep it respectful. Because again, this is a space that I've created here for an entire community of people. So if you're disrespectful or derogatory or rude, you will be removed from the room. All right. So thank you for stopping by Anton's class. Let's journey together. Let's get well together. And please subscribe if you haven't already. All right. I have plenty of videos coming out. So I really do hope to see you back here soon. Thank you for stopping by Anton's class. Bye.